In the world of high fashion, the menswear label Baader has made a name for itself, not just for its innovative designs, but for its powerful cultural commentary. Founded by Rushmary Baader and his partner Lisa Hariber, Baader uses fashion as a platform to address pressing social issues and spark conversations about culture, identity, and activism. Since launching his brand in 2017, known for one-way shows that feel more like immersive experiences than mere fashion presentations, Rushmary Baader has consistently used fashion to engage with historical and contemporary cultural issues. Fashion is a reflection of the times we live in, Baader had said. He also said if we want to be current, we shouldn't limit ourselves to just garments. This philosophy has earned Baader a reputation as a label unafraid to take on complex and often controversial topics.
We are really drawn to people that have a certain energy around them, that they care about others, not about themselves, because this energy I don't like and I pick it up really easily, when a certain person has this energy of all about himself.
Brand's collections frequently incorporate symbolic elements and narratives that comment on societal problems. The brand's marine-inspired designs, for example, are more than just an aesthetic choice. They are a means of calling attention to issues of ocean pollution and sustainability. By embedding this kind of cultural commentary into its fashion, Baader has aligned itself with the growing movement of fashion activism. Many of today's designers see fashion as a means of promoting social change. To understand Baader's unique perspective, it's important to know the story of its founder. Rushmary Baader was born on the Caribbean island Caicos and split his childhood between there and the Netherlands. This dual cultural identity has deeply shaped Baader's worldview and creative output. Growing up, Baader was surrounded by the natural beauty of the Caribbean, but also witnessed firsthand the destruction of coral reefs and marine ecosystems. These experiences instilled in him a deep appreciation for the ocean, as well as a sense of urgency around protecting it. They laid the groundwork for Baader's future as an environmentally conscious brand. Baader's Caribbean roots have also influenced the brand's aesthetic, which fuses European luxury with a relaxed, colorful island sensibility. Rushmary Baader has described the style as Caribbean couture, elegant menswear that draws upon the vibrancy of his home culture. But Baader's Caribbean perspective goes beyond surface-level inspiration. It has attuned the designer to issues of race, colonialism, and inequality. The Caribbean has a heavy history, Baader has said. In his own words, it still has the remnants of a colonial past. Baader's work grapples with that past and its ongoing impacts. Rushmary Baader studied fashion design at the prestigious Royal Academy of Fine Arts, Antwerp. There, he developed his technical skills and conceptual approach under the mentorship of designers like Walter van Beirendonck. But Baader also brought his own unique perspective, using his graduate collection to explore themes of Caribbean masculinity and identity. Baader first came to prominence in 2018 when Rushmary Baader and Lisa Graduate Collection won the prestigious Year's Festival competition. The collection, titled Fish or Fight, featured fishing-inspired looks that established Baader's signature aesthetic, but it also conveyed a deeper message about the vulnerability of marine life and the communities that depended on it. The Year win put Baader on the map and led to a nomination for the LVMH Prize for Young Designers. Though the brand didn't take home that award, it caught the attention of fashion establishments. Rushmary and Lisa were tapped to become the creative directors of the French luxury house Nina Ricci, all while continuing to run their own label. The duo brought a youthful, socially engaged sensibility to the century-old brand, but Baader remained their primary platform for cultural commentary and activism. Each new collection offered a thought-provoking take on issues ranging from sustainability to racial justice. Baader's rise demonstrates the fashion industry's growing appetite for designers who have something meaningful to say. No longer are beautiful clothes enough. Today's consumers want to buy from brands that align with their values. By delivering both styles and substance, Baader has positioned itself for success in this new environment. For Rashmi and Lisi, fashion isn't just about making a cultural statement. It's a means of affecting real social and environmental change. Motivated by Rashmi's love for the Caribbean Sea, the brand has launched several initiatives to protect marine ecosystems. In 2020, Baader announced a partnership to establish a coral nursery. The nursery aims to help rebuild the island's damaged reef by growing and planting resilient corals. Baader has also used its collections to raise awareness about ocean pollution, particularly from plastics. Pieces from the brand's aquatic wear line are made from recycled ocean waste and feature wave-like patterns and details. By turning trash into luxury fashion, Baader makes a powerful statement about the need to clean up our seas. Racial justice is another key pillar of Baader's activism. As a black-owned brand, the label's Spring-Summer 2021 collection, shown just months after the murder of George Floyd, sparked global protests, was a poignant reflection on police brutality and black trauma. Models wore garments patterned with targets, evoking the way black people are disproportionately targeted by the police. It was a raw and resonant display of solidarity. The brand recognizes that representation matters too. It makes a point of casting diverse models and collaborating with creatives of color. These choices help to challenge the lack of diversity that has a long history in the fashion industry. Activism isn't just a marketing strategy, it's a genuine commitment rooted in the founder's values and his own experiences. In his own words, he said, "We really show what is keeping us up at night." Rashmi has said of the brand's engaged approach that authenticity sets Baader apart.
That was the period that we really had to make a shift from physical shows to digital. I used to game, and I have a lot of friends that are really game freaks, you know, and my sisters, they are game developers, and I liked to game in a different way, you know, like FIFA. FIFA is like a soccer game, but for me it was more like this part that you had to dress up. You can have these kicks in this color, you can have these, you know, matching things. For me that was the nicest thing, you know, to see them running on the field the way I designed them. And then I thought like, oh, this is nice, because if we go for this concept, we can give the viewer the chance to have the same experience I experienced.
The brand's fashion is characterized by a mix of relaxed Caribbean ease and European elegance. The brand's signature pieces include fluid tailoring, bright colors, and blots and lots of pockets, a nod to the practical clothing worn by Caribbean fishermen. There's a wearability to Baader's designs, a sense that they're made for real life rather than just the glamorous runway. But Baader's clothes also carries deeper meanings. A fishnet fashion into a shirt, for example, might reference issues of marine debris and overfishing, whereas a wave-like print could represent the power of vulnerability of the ocean. Colors are also pivotal. The brand frequently uses shades of blue and green inspired by Caribbean waters. These aquatic hues reinforce Baader's connection to the sea and its mission of conservation. The brand prioritizes eco-friendly textiles like recycled nylon and organic cotton. It has also experimented with innovative sustainability materials like algae basic fabrics. These choices align with Baader's commitment to help tread more lightly on the planet. Taken together, Baader's aesthetic elements convey a sense of purpose and intention. This meaning into every piece invites wearers and observers alike to think more deeply about the clothes that we wear on our backs. Known for one-way shows that feel more like immersive experiences than mere fashion presentations. Each is an opportunity for the brand to tell a story and transport the audience into its own world. The Spring-Summer 2023 show was a prime example. Titled The Plastic Sea, the collection explored the impact of ocean pollution. To bring that theme to life, Baader transformed the runway into an underwater seascape, complete with video projections of crashing waves. Models walked barefoot on sand as if strolling along a beach, but this beach was far from pristine. Garments incorporated details like netting and plastic embellishments, evoking the detritus that litters our oceans. Accessories include bags made from upcycled bicycle seats, a nod to the creative repurposing required to tackle marine waste. The show's most talked about moment came when models walked the runway carrying water-filled condoms. It was a provocative statement about safe sex and a metaphor for the fragility of our oceans. Like a thin rubber membrane, the sea is all that separates us from ecological catastrophe. Barter shows often features these kinds of conceptual flourishes. By presenting its clothes in a highly stylized, narrative-driven context, the brand ensures that its messages come across loud and clear. Attendees don't just remember the individual looks, they come away with a deeper understanding of what Barter stands for. This approach to runway storytelling also helps Barter stand out in a crowded fashion landscape. In an age of Instagram-friendly spectacles, Barter shows offers something more substantive. They're not just visually striking, but intellectually engaging. Each one adds a new chapter to the evolving story of the brand. However, there's also been some controversy and criticism. While Barter's activism has earned the brand many fans, it has also attracted its share of controversy. Some critics argue that the fashion industry is an inherently frivolous and superficial place to address serious issues like racism and climate change. They accuse brands like Barter of woke washing, using social justice rhetoric to sell clothes without making meaningful change. They question whether the luxury fashion brand has the right to co-opt the language of grassroots activists. There are also those who take issue with Barter's environmental claims. Like many fashion brands, Barter has been accused of greenwashing, making misleading or inflated statements about its sustainability practices. Some skeptics argue that the brand's use of recycled materials and eco-friendly fabrics is more about marketing than a genuine commitment to reducing its environmental impact. Barter founders have pushed back against these criticisms, insisting that the activism comes from a place of sincerity. It's not marketing for us, Rashmi Barter has said. Licia has also defended the brand's right to speak out, arguing that fashion doesn't exist in a vacuum. She said we're all human beings living in this world. We all have a responsibility. In a fashion landscape that often feels trend-obsessed and superficial, this brand offers something different, a perspective. The brand uses its collection and shows as opportunities to say something about the world we live in today. To challenge the status quo and advocate for change, I really don't see anything wrong with it, as long as you walk in that walk. This approach is significant for a few reasons. It demonstrates the power of fashion to shape culture and drive progress. Clothes may seem like a trivial thing, but they have the ability to start conversations, shift mindsets, and even inspire action. Second, Barter's success proves that there's a hunger for purpose-driven fashion, especially among younger consumers. Millennials and Gen Z are increasingly looking to align their purchases with their values. They want to buy from brands that stand for something beyond just aesthetics or prestige. By delivering substance alongside style, this brand has tapped into this powerful market force. Finally, Barter's activism matters because representation matters. As a Black-owned brand with a Caribbean perspective, Barter is helping to diversify a fashion industry that has long been dominated by white, Western voices. When Barter puts issues like racism and colonialism on the runway, it validates the experiences of marginalized communities and assesses their place in the fashion conversation. Of course, real change requires collective actions from individuals, governments, and businesses of all kinds. In an increasingly values-driven marketplace, this kind of authentic activism isn't just good ethics, it's good business. Looking ahead, it's clear that this brand will continue to evolve and find new ways to advocate for change. As Rashmi Barter has said, fashion is always changing, but our commitment to using it as a force for good will remain constant. Fashion may not have all the answers, but it can help lead the way by sparking conversations, shifting cultural norms, and inspiring people to act. This is North Studios. Till next time, I'm out here.